villains start to mysteriously escape Arkham, and Batman seeks to track them down. But he discovers that they have left Gotham completely and gone to the New York City of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let me run right here. So, I recently read this graphic novel, Batman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures. It's written by Matthew K. Manning, and art is done by John Somariva. I really enjoyed this graphic novel. I really enjoyed it. I mean, come on, it's the Ninja Turtles and Batman, and they team up. How can that not be awesome? I expected it to be awesome, and it's awesome. It definitely delivered for me. I mean, it's got the right amount of action, the right amount of comedy, the right amount of drama. Of course, I will say it does seem to be much more comedy heavy, much more comedic than anything else, but that doesn't really, I mean, for me, it didn't really take away from the story. Essentially what happens is these portals to different dimensions start opening up, and that's how these different villains from Arkham Asylum, of course in Gotham City, sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, these criminals, different villains, criminals from Arkham, they escape through these portals, and they end up in New York City. The New York City, of course, the version in which the Ninja Turtles live in. And so Batman tracks them down, of course, through the use of his super expensive technology. And him and Robin, and also Batgirl, and they go through one of the portals, track down the escaped villains, and then meet the Ninja Turtles. And they do have like a brief battle, like Batman, Robin, and Batgirl. They briefly fight with all the Ninja Turtles, Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, Raphael. Michelangelo in this is very hilarious. You know, I had almost forgotten exactly how hilarious Michelangelo is. And plus, like, it's not even like, he doesn't even like really make any cheesy jokes. Like, it's not so much that he gives these one-liners, but he actually, you know, makes a pretty interesting, I would say, slightly profound jokes or humorous insights. and I like that. Because I mean, something like this, I would say, like, if they didn't have a character like Michelangelo as the comic relief, then I would say, yeah, then definitely the story would have come off as way too serious. And, you know, another thing I like about this is the Joker and Shredder meet each other. Well, actually, a Joker and Harley Quinn, and they meet Shredder and Bebop and Rocksteady and some of the Foot Clan, and which in this, the Foot Clan are actually robots. I think in the latest version of the Ninja Turtles, most of the Foot Clan, they are robots, which I guess, you know, kind of makes sense, you know, that Shredder would want to have cheap labor. But yeah, the first meeting between the Joker and Shredder was very interesting, and I guess I don't want to give too much of it away though, because you know, initially I expected like they were gonna have this big fight between them, but they don't. But it's still an interesting kind of face-off, I guess, or rather confrontation, and very interesting. And then, of course, the other villains in this, like, there's the Scarecrow. He ends up, of course, using his gas, his, like, I believe it's called nightmare gas, or something along those lines, which makes people see a bunch of scary things, and when they inhale this gas, and that definitely confuses the turtles, and because they never encountered that before. It was also very interesting to see how Batman interacted with the turtles, and also Robin and Batgirl. But it seemed like the Ninja Turtles had absolutely no problem taking orders from Batman. I mean, for the most part. And I don't know if it's because, like, well, I mean, I guess because they kind of saw him as, like, some kind of second father figure or something. I don't know. That's what I think. It's yeah. I mean, overall, I really like this. I know there are some other. I think I don't know if there's one or two other graphic novels like this with Batman and the Ninja Turtles. I know there's at least one other one that came out almost 2 years ago. I haven't read that one, so I didn't even know about any others until I read this one and looked it up and stuff, and but as far as the rating goes, I would definitely give this. I would say, I'm going to give it 5 stars. 5 stars because it was a good time, and I mean, like I said, I like the comedy in it, also the action, but I guess more so the comedy aspect. And there was more than a couple times where I actually laughed out loud. Of course, most of those were because of Michelangelo, so I don't know. And then also too, there's the whole nostalgic feel to it, so for me, anytime I see anything with the Ninja Turtles, it instantly brings me back to my childhood, and all those awesome moments I spent watching the original Ninja Turtles cartoon or animated series, and also when I watched the original movie, and so yeah, I mean, I admit I'm probably pretty biased when it comes to reviewing this, but hey, either way, I still give it 5 stars. It's if you don't like it, I really can't see how anyone I can't see how anyone would not like this. You got to be a cold-hearted person that do not like it. It's great, and then plus, hey, it's also got empowering female characters in this too, because Batgirl and April O'Neil, they also kind of team up, and so I mean, although I guess maybe to be fair, they could have expanded a little more on that, but it's Batman and the Ninja Turtles. It's not Batgirl and April O'Neil. I mean, maybe they could do a separate thing with Batgirl and April O'Neil. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of other graphic novels out there with female superheroes. So yeah. So again, I give this 5 stars all the way. Definitely, yeah. I recommend reading it, especially if you're a fan of Batman and the Ninja Turtles, or either one. So, yeah. So that'll do it for my review of Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures, the graphic novel. Yeah. So, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. As always, until next time, don't forget, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.